Wowee, howdy do. How is everybody? We're here. We're audible. Everything is good. Hi. I am so ready to do this stream. Are you ready? It's time. I hope this title is clickbait. It's not. But as per usual on my stream, we're not going to dive right into the politics right away. Okay, we're going to acclimate. Just going to be human beings for half a second. Talk about how our weekends are going, you know, that kind of stuff. And then, the dad jokes, I just finished the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy last night, so I am high on life. Nice. I feel like I decided that I wanted to watch those recently, and then I don't think I did. Although it is probably worth checking them out after a while. Like, sometimes it's good to revisit old movies, but I don't know if I really need at this moment to rewatch Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies. I don't know. The third one was pretty funny, I will say. I think as an adult, I would think that movie is a lot funnier than I did when I was younger. Anyway, yes, hello everyone in the YouTube chat. Y'all are very active today. How's it going? And then, yes, hello to the people in the website chat. What's up, Kitty Tick? And Mama Mephistopheles and Mersh, hello. Yes, it's gonna be a good day. So we've got a couple of different politics things, you know, obviously the stream title, and then we've got, you know, just generally like some different news items. I'm starting to think that, yeah, maybe in addition to, well, I've been doing some more in-depth editing work, okay? Behind the scenes. Hello, welcome. I've been doing some more intensive editing than I have previously done because I have access to some more tools now that are just making it easier. So I'm producing more like short form content that is kind of like snippets from the stream where we do talk about these little kind of positive things. But I've been still wondering if I should make more of a point to do little positive segments. And then if I'm able to upload, I think that it would be fine to upload like more shorter form content. So we're just trying it out. In particular, I'm trying to post like actual shorts because I have no idea how that algorithm works. And I'm like, I don't normally do that stuff. And they recently just like made it so that you can actually link a video in your short. So if you're looking at the short, it'll have a little link that pops up somewhere in the same kind of way that YouTube does cards in the top right corner for regular videos. And then so you can post a short that is like a clip from a bigger thing. So hypothetically, they can like, it can get out a little bit better. But looking at my shorts that I've posted the last couple of days, they're almost 100% my subscribers watching them. So like, thank you, my subscribers, for watching the shorts. Apparently they're not getting recommended to literally anyone else. So yeah, real ones out there, we appreciate you. What is it with all of this red pill content? Are we getting a new red pill content? What are you talking about? Please tell me. Like yes, it's kind of like a trailer for a longer video. Although it is still like, you know, a statement on its own. Like I'm making a concise point in the short still. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate. Cat video, best vid of 2023. No offense to your other content, but cats are just amazing. Yeah, he's a cutie pie, and I love him. And I'm glad that I was able to show him off to you. He's just gonna have to get used to being picked up even though he doesn't like it. So, hello to everyone who's here. If you're just coming in, hit the like button. It's always helpful to the stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. Likes always correspond with an influx in new viewers. So, appreciate you. Sorry, I'm not a real one. The small segments have been good. I like your shorts. I saw someone saying, unclick notify subscribers when you put out a short so it is advertised to more people that don't see your stuff already. Really? So, like, don't notify subscribers when you upload a short? Well, I don't know. Okay, so I'm kind of gonna read into a little bit more because, okay, actually, I think I do kind of want to talk a little bit. Do I have a TikTok? I don't. But if I'm producing shorts, then I could hypothetically just take that same finished product and just upload it to TikTok, right? Like, I could just do that. Okay, if you unclick notify subscribers when you upload a short, it helps the algorithm look for new people for you. I was under the impression. Okay, so here's the thing. I actually think that this is enormous BS. You know, YouTube is frankly more transparent now than they used to be with regards to making it clear to creators what the algorithm is doing. Like, how does your content get served to more people? The answer right now is literally like it's literally that you have to do well with your subscriber base, and then it will upload to other people. Like, not upload to, but like then it will be shown to other people. I don't know if this is here. Let's see. Where is it? Like on the YouTube backend, it recommends, I guess this is like, you know, a little bit behind the scenes here, but it recommends like focusing on what your audience likes. So you will be recommended if your audience likes it, which I've complained about before in the sense that it kind of keeps you limited in what you're doing on the platform. So if you think, oh, this person has been talking about these same two issues for a long time, why aren't they branching out? It's because my core audience followed me for trans content and for political content. So if I talk about something else, it does not do well with my core audience and then does not get pushed. Here's what's even more annoying, though, about how videos get pushed in the algorithm is that it's, okay, obviously based on topic interest. Everybody knows that. Topic interest is how many people worldwide are interested in and watching videos about such given topics. But it also says competition is a relevant factor. YouTube systems rank videos from all channels that a viewer might watch. So even if you have good metrics on your video, i.e. your own audience is watching it, you may get fewer impressions if videos from other channels are performing even better. So I want you to think about that. Like, I'm a person who, like, other people who follow me also follow, like, Vosh, for example, and also follow Demon Mama, and also follow Xander Hall. And so you literally, like, if I make a video at the same time as everyone else about some kind of popular issue, my video, because I have fewer subscribers, and it's like proportionally, like, even if their content is also only initially getting pushed to their own subscribers, right? And the same for me. Because they have more subscribers, then their video is doing better in the metrics, and therefore their video will get recommended to more people. So that it's like explicit in what YouTube is telling creators, that if you are a small creator, you will not have your content boosted if other people are making similar content to you and they have like more subscribers than you, basically. So in a way, I guess it sort of behooves me that I tend to be a little bit late. Like, I am not great at, like, not only covering things as they happen, but also editing things in a timely fashion. So yeah, like, I guess lucky me that I'm gonna post my video about the hashtag DTrans documentary like a week after everybody else has already done it. Like, maybe that means that my content will have a slight chance in the algorithm, but it just seems really awful. And I don't know if people understand what the situation is like, in particular for small creators. You know, not only did I need to take some time away from editing and basically like reduce the amount of content that I was posting in October because I was busy doing other stuff, but like also every time I post a video, it is actively being suppressed in favor of other creators if I'm talking about the same kinds of things that other creators who watch me, like, it's so stupid too, because obviously an individual who is subscribed to me is probably also going to be interested in other leftist channels, right? So even though they subscribed to me thinking that they were going to get, you know, my content recommended to them in the mix, because they are also subscribed to channels with more subscribers, those people will also not be getting the content that they requested. And, like, I am not going to be able to compete effectively. So I don't really know what to do with this information, but it is something that I've been mulling over. It's like, how can I break out if this is the situation that YouTube has created? If this is what they're explicitly saying, it's a catch-22, isn't it? Because you have to cater to your audience, and my audience is interested in trans leftist content. And if I make content that is catering to that interest, and you all are watching other channels that do that, like, I am not going to be able to be successful at all. I did see a short recently that said not to notify. Okay, well, maybe I'll change that for tomorrow's shorts uploads. I'm uploading shorts tomorrow, so I'll change that. Thank you. I should write that down somewhere. Don't push shorts. Don't notify shorts. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your assistance. Yeah, this is what happens when our online spaces are controlled by capitalists. They push successful products to the front, and then they just, like, undercut the underperformers. Like, it truly just doesn't make any sense. So the other thing is, like, if I make content that is different than what my audience expects, like, if I make something that doesn't have anything to do with being trans, doesn't have anything to do with politics, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to make a media analysis video about BoJack Horseman, right? Which I do have a script for that, that I haven't worked on in a couple of years. My core audience did not follow me for BoJack Horseman content, so they are not going to watch it. And then that video, because it is not doing well in my core audience, is not going to get pushed to a broader audience. So the situation is basically that there kind of is no right answer for me as far as what to do to grow the channel at this point. I think those shorts picks for the Fansly are pretty good. True. Yeah, I honestly, my issue that I'm having right now is that my bedroom is not set up, and I need it to be set up so that I can take pictures for Fansly. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to it, and I have ideas for stuff that I would like to do. But, that sounds really frustrating. I hate the algorithm because sometimes I prefer the smaller channels, and I just don't see their content. I also don't want the people I enjoy to feel trapped. I appreciate that, Death Guitarist. I guess the thing that you would need to do as viewers is get into the notifications. Like, you would need to click the bell for the smaller channels that you want to see. Make sure that you select, either show me all notifications for this person or curate them, in which case YouTube will just pick and choose which one to show you. But, and then, of course, when you do that, you have to make sure you of course, when you do that, you need to tell YouTube that it's okay to do notifications, like on your phone or whatever. If you have the app notifications muted, then you won't get the bell notifications. So, but yeah, that's, like, I guess the only thing you can do as someone who is, like, trying to consume the content from small creators. And I would recommend, because it is the only way that you're going to see our content, is if you manually try to get that stuff. And so it's either, like, go to your subscriptions box on a regular basis and check that, or click the notifications thing, or go individually to the channels when you see the little icon that says that they have new content, like, on the desktop. I don't think there is I don't know if there's a similar thing on the phone. But yeah, it's really frustrating, and I know it's not just frustrating for me, it's frustrating for you as viewers. And I don't really know if there's something we can do. Like, if there's any way to report feedback to YouTube about this system, like, you are the people that they're going to listen to. So y'all have to figure out what those avenues are. If it's, like, tagging them on Twitter or what have you, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, we need to, like, screenshot this couple of sections on this page and, like, start posting about the mutually exclusive concept. Like, the fact that if at the same time, like, I'm not going to be doing as well as other people making the same content as me, and I need to keep making content that my viewers expect. Like, it's just, there's no way for me to win. And so that's like, it's just like a mutually exclusive system. There's also a growing amount of right-wing ads. No matter how many times I say don't show this. Yeah. It's also annoying because I literally spend an enormous amount of time looking for something different, and it's getting more and more difficult. It feels like stuff is getting buried under layer and layer of pedantic bullshit. I don't need another senseless destruction video. Yeah. And then, like, the kind of content that they show you, it is hard to find something that is entertaining. I feel like they make so many changes to the algorithm all the time that it's like it never figures out what you actually want to see. It just keeps like throwing different stuff at you, seeing what will stick. Like, because of the fact that it's constantly experimenting, showing you different stuff and gathering information, means that it seems like it never actually gets it right. Is anybody else experiencing that? I don't know. I'm kind of getting off topic at this point, but I just wanted to tell you guys this is what YouTube explicitly says to creators, and it's really hard not to feel like kind of screwed in that dynamic. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because I was like, I want to make a little segment for the channel about this topic. So, like, YouTube Catch 22. Cool. 50 viewers in here. Thank you so much. Feel free to hit the like button, even if you're on your way out. I appreciate you anyway. We're going to be kind of having a loose conversation for a little while longer, and then we'll start diving into the news topics, and I've got numerous news topics ready to go. Baphomet, hello! I found an amusing vid on my YouTube recommendations, sent to stream recommendations. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'll look at it, see what it is. There's a Discord. You can put stream recommendations. Oh, yeah, I love Jamie Rains. I don't really want to do a reaction to Jamie Rains, but I'm glad. Been here, what do you mean? Oh, did I just miss you earlier? Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Listen, I am doing my best. Okay? Doing my best. What about second channel? So problem with second channel is that second channel is not monetized. So, like, I cannot make any money. Like, I don't make a huge amount of money on ads, but I feel like I would rather post on a channel where I can at least make $5 to $10, depending on how good a video does on a particular video. And yeah, so I guess it's that's the question, though, is would the content do better on another platform? I would love it if I could upload my content to 2 different YouTube channels and see how they each do, but because it would be copied off of each other, it would be like identical content, then one of those channels is going to get the views depressed. Anyway, let's not continue on this. Let's move on. A second channel is not super viable right now, I don't think. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe if I decide to post more and more goofy stuff. But I kind of just want to post more goofy stuff on the main channel as a way to say, like, hey, come to the streams. Here's what we do on the streams. Gotta get those views some antidepressants. Lux is gonna say, what's up, chatter? 2 hours into a tangent that chatter started. Yeah, true. I do not pay attention. Yeah, the dragons are not sending their best. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. So, anyway, I have been... there's so much shit going on. Does anybody feel like that? You know, it's like we got like maybe a short break when there wasn't as much going on legislatively with anti-trans bills. Like when these different sessions went into their like winter pause or whatever it is. And then like genocide started happening on the other side of the world, like really intensely. So we do have some stuff about Israel today. We have some stuff about really horrendous transphobia. Yeah, so I am doing that thing where I have like a lot of news. Who's Auntie Trans Bills and why do you keep talking about her? She's the worst. She's not invited to Christmas anymore, for sure. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes today, by the way. If you're here and you're hanging out and you're enjoying, hit like. If you're about to leave, hit like before you go. We appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. Has anybody been doing anything like positive and fun lately? I'm about to do a bunch of science activities with my teenager, and we've been going on a lot of really beautiful walks lately. That's kind of like my main thing from this past week is I went back to the gym 4 days a week, and I'm taking walks 5 days a week, and it's starting to feel a lot like Christmas. Spider-Man? Okay. Just more Spider-Man. Been setting up my altars. That's what this is. This is my altar. It's got candles and bones, and these are leaves that I crocheted, and this is a pumpkin, and we got pine cones. Those are new today. Pine cones are new, and my cauldron, and yeah, that's my stuff. Hell yeah, Bufflux. Yes, listen, y'all were really into it for a while. And I changed around the stream a little bit because when I make shorts, it kind of sucks to have the like donation bar up here for the the ratio. But so here's this. Mommy muscles ooh woo. If we get to $100 today, I will flex. Y'all were really into that in like July. Like in July, y'all really wanted to see the mommy muscle flexing, and I'm happy to oblige. I only do 3 days a week at the gym. What's your workout look like? So just briefly, I don't want to, bore anybody, but I do arms 2 days a week, and I do legs the other 2 days a week. My arms day, I try to do a lot of compound exercises. I do like 5 upper body exercises, and then I do some ab work afterward. Basically, I go to the gym, I warm up on the treadmill, and then I go start doing all my exercises. And then when I finish my actual whatever I'm there to really do, then I do a couple of just ab things, not as very intensely, and then I cool down on the treadmill, and that's like my whole thing. So on arms day, it's like overhead or like row or whatever, like a bunch of different things. And then on my legs day, obviously it's like squats and lunges and calf presses and shit like that. So yeah, I'm actually considering like posting that stuff more in depth on Patreon. So if you are interested, I post free shit on Patreon, and like obviously there's paid stuff. Sometimes I post paid stuff that then becomes free like 5 days later. So you're all welcome to check that out, because I've been thinking I want to post more about the health stuff there, since I'm not really sure how that is gonna do if I post about it on my YouTube channel. For the most part, I don't post any of my fitness stuff on the YouTube channel. But yeah, I've been doing arms day, legs day, and core day. Yeah, so basically what I understand is that you don't really need to do a dedicated core day, but you can kind of just do some core stuff at the end of one of your other more focused workouts. And the way that works out is that for me, if I do arms on Monday, and then I do legs on Tuesday, and then Wednesday's a rest day, and then I do arms on Thursday again, that's like the optimal amount of time to wait in between workouts in order to work that same muscle group again. Because like the first day after your workout, you're pretty sore, but the second day after your workout, you're even more sore, but then the third day after your workout is like when your muscles are ready to go again. So for me, that's like just the optimal schedule. And then yeah, I do cardio as well, like cardio at the beginning and end of every workout, and then going for a walk every day. I am self-employed, and my health kind of demands that I take the time to do this stuff to take care of myself. So, I know that it's kind of privileged for me to be like, yes, I go to a gym and I can afford to drive there and like, you know, I can take the time to go for like a 45-minute walk every day. And like a lot of days of the week, I'm at the gym for 1 hour, and then later in the day, I'm or like I guess it depends on what time of day I go. I'll like go for a walk in the morning and then go to the gym in the afternoon, or vice versa. And that's like almost 2 hours of my day that I'm just exercising on those like 4 days out of the week. So yeah, I am putting a lot of energy into my fitness, and I know that that is not a value that everybody shares, but I think that we should talk about it more as leftists, and we should talk about, you know, hitting the like button because it's free and it's easy. But yeah, so, you know, I like to share my progress and my goals because A, I like the attention from like flexing and showing off, and B, because I do think that we should be. I think the more that the people who are around you are doing things, the more you're going to be interested in and thinking about doing those things, right? So if I am just talking about fitness, I think that it's likely that you all are going to just think about it more and maybe feel like, oh, it's maybe not as overwhelming as it feels, because, you know, it's always starting that feels the most difficult. And it always is difficult for a while when you start working out. So, you know, I don't want to minimize that aspect at all, but it's like, even if you feel like push-ups are beyond your abilities right now, you can probably do like wall push-ups, like do a variation that is doable for you, and then gradually work your way up to being able to do something more intense. It's a whole fucking thing. I do my workouts the way I do because I have classes Tuesday and Thursday, so I work out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Listen, that makes sense. Obsis, thank you so much for your $10 dono. They can make gay illegal, but they can't make donating illegal. At least not yet. I don't know how they would manage to make donating illegal, but they haven't so far. So thank you very much for your dono. Much appreciated. Rawr. And I also changed the color. I changed the color of the bar. What's up, Max? Hello! Hopefully you are having a good day out there in the world. Oh my goodness. I'm stuck in a rough place. If I am particularly physically active, I cut every loose pounds in a few days, and I have a lot of toning that is masculinizing. Oh, yeah. Getting all achy. Yeah. Super wafy. I understand. It's hard, especially if you're on, like, testosterone blockers. It's tough out here for the girlies. Listen, I understand. How am I supposed to work out when I'm pretty sure I might have IBS and some sort of underlying disability? I don't know. Can you walk? Like, even if you can't walk, I'm sure that you can do, like, chair presses. Like, if you're sitting in the chair and you do these, like, just, like, with your arms, you know? You can work out even if you can't walk. But if you can walk, then just go for a 20-minute walk every day. Like, just ease into it. I'm having to ease into it with my teenager, and it's like, because intense exercise is just not in the cards right now, and I'm like, okay, well, I understand that this is really difficult, so we're just going to do something that we know you can do, and that's walk. We're just going to do it a little bit more than you want to, and that's going to qualify as, like, exercise. Ooh, Mersh, yeah, drink some water and get some salt in you if you're feeling dehydrated. Mm-hmm. Yes, Golden Heart, exactly. Rar, rar. I know you didn't ask, but if they ever do want to make donating illegal, all they have to do is register the LGBT community as a terrorist group and say that donating is providing material support to terrorism. High five, mama. You're thinking all the different ways. You're making the brain connections. Currently, Florida is trying to say that so much as supporting Palestine in a march is material support to terrorism. True. Yeah. And I mean, basically they are trying to equate support of Palestine with support of Hamas, which is, like, they're going to say is, like, that means you support the terrorist actions against Israel. Anyway. If If you have some stairs, walk up and down them. That's also true. If you have some stairs, just kind of like walk up and down the stairs. You can get at least some amount of movement going. Can we get to 50 likes? We're so close. Oh no, Baphomet's about to lay some truth down on us. Uh-oh. My mom works out specifically to keep her disability manageable. The right amount of exercise is therapeutic. Yeah, I mean, and like, again, I don't want to hammer in too much about it, but that is part of why I am exercising. I'm like, because if I'm stronger, then that will help stabilize my joints. Basically, like, that's part of it, at least. You know, if I'm stronger, then it's not going to hurt as much to try to just do normal stuff. You can, yes, I know, you can bake the cookie dough and cookie dough ice cream into cookies. But why would you do that? Cookie dough is so delicious. And the cookie dough is, like, meant to be consumed with ice cream. So, I don't know. Come on. I take more of a physical therapy approach to my workouts. I go elliptical, then leg press, ankles only, bench press, leg bike, and then arm bike. Yeah. I mean, yeah. My original goals with working out was to look strong. And that is still one of my main goals. Like, I want to look strong, and it's going to stabilize my joints. Looking strong is both hot and a great way to avoid conflict. Because if people think that you're buff and, like, that you could lay them out, then you're not going to get in a fight, you know? Hypothetically, is part of my thinking. Like, I am motivated in part by a fear of people trying to fuck with me. But I also, like, think it's, like, I'm interested to know what my body will look like, and it's healthy. Being stronger is correlated, for whatever reason, with longer life. So, Bufflux, true. That sounds like a Pokemon. Someone should draw that. Bufflux as a Pokemon. I heard Ohio legalized weed. That's good shit. Gigachad Lux, when? I'm working on it. Listen, I'm trying. Hail hydrate, y'all. Drink water. Let's get to 50 likes. There's only one more. One more person out there who has not hit the like button. Let's do it. Bufflux. And they also got, yes, yeah, you also got reproductive rights into the Constitution. We did talk about that a little bit when we were going over parts of the Republican debate last week. Luxray is a Pokemon. It's a lion with X-ray vision. I don't think that has anything to do with me, unfortunately. Hey, we got to 50 likes. Horties be doing shit. Y'all be doing shit, okay? Y'all be mobilizing and clicking buttons. I be doing shit. It's true. So, yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being with us. I am considering getting my shit together and transitioning to talk about the news, since there's plenty of people here to hang out. I will remind you that I've been posting free content on my Patreon, so you can go over there and subscribe for the free content and potentially pitch in $1 a month or whatever. Oh, it's the only reason, it's the only Pokemon with Lux in the name, which is the only reason I mentioned it. Fair. Where is Luxray from? Like, what generation did it happen in? Because I stopped playing Pokemon in Ruby time. Well, technically I did play Diamond or Pearl. I can't remember which one. Small Lux evolves into Buff Lux at level 23, and then Buff Lux evolves into Worm Papa with high friendship. True. Cute. You don't have to transition just to talk about the news. You're right, I know. I'm doing this because I feel it's true in my heart, you know? Shortly after you stopped, yeah. I mean, I think I played Gen 5. No, yeah, so I played Gen 4 a bit, and then, yeah. I just don't remember anything about it. My kittens are being terrorists. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only person who calls their animals terrorists, okay? Here's the thing that my cat does. We need to get him, like, a nice, heavy, cat fountain of some kind. If you have recommendations, put them in the chat, please. Because he has a bowl right now, but he doesn't, I don't know why. I cannot tell you why. I cannot even guess as to what his motivations are, but he like knocks the water over a lot. Not like over, but he's like sloshing it, and then it sloshes over the side of the bowl, and then it gets all over the kitchen floor, and it's terrorism. I wish I knew why he was doing it. And then the other thing he does is, if I have a bunch of plastic bags from having gone to the grocery store, if I like stuff one into the other, if I stuff one bag full of the other bags and I leave it on the floor, like on the way to taking it to be recycled, then the cat will like dig out all the bags and like lay on them and like just strew them across everywhere. Excuse me. We gave our old dog a raised food and water dish because he does the same thing. I shudder to think what my cat would do if we tried to put his water dish on an elevated surface. I call my 4-year-old a terrorist. I mean, they kind of are. It's not entirely untrue, I don't think. Yes. Cats are agents of chaos. Birds are also terrorists. I don't disagree with that. I had a bird living with me at one point who was really into being super loud at like 6 a.m. And it was just one of the worst things. just not good. All right, I'm making sure that I have all my notes ready. Birds bomb your car. Plastic bags have a chemical in them that smells like food to some cats. Interesting. My cat likes to lick all sorts of different plastic things. I wonder if that's why. I'm fostering a pigeon, and she's really loud. Why would you do that? I don't know. Oh, gosh, anyway. So, ordinance banning public homosexuality. What? Oh, okay. Okay. This is not what I had in mind, but I wonder if he would be cool with that. I don't know. Pigeons were domesticated and then abandoned. They literally only exist because of humans. Oh, yeah, no, I've heard that. They are the way that they are because humans bred them to be that way, which is why they cannot build nests. Like, they're not good at it because they just, like, the instinct is not there anymore. I mean, the instinct to build a nest is there, but the, like, what and how? Oh, man. My eyeballs are crazy right this moment. Okay. For real, that my pigeon has some sticks in a bowl right now. Girl. Okay. Cat fountain. It works because they're licking off the flat surface a lot of the time. Okay. Well, I'll look into it. Thank you very much for the link. I appreciate that. Pigeons are also crazy smart. That's good to know. So, okay. Homosexuality, public ordinance, blah, 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 blah. And I've got my Israel stuff. They hate when the whiskers touch the bowl. I mean, it's like, my cat, it's like, okay, if the bowl is like almost full, it's a big enough bowl that his whiskers shouldn't really be touching it. And then he knocks the water out, and the water level gets lower and lower, and I don't understand what his problem is. I don't understand what his problem is. Jesus Christ. Okay, so our next goal for today is to hit 69 likes, because LOL nice. And as usual, we're trying to hit the dono goal because this is my full-time job, but I will not get too annoyed. Hold on, what? Yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, my cat is just a terrorist. There's no good reason for his behavior. He's just the worst. Oh yeah, we have this thing from Macron. The French Prime Minister? Do they have a Prime Minister or a President? Either way, he made a statement about Israel, which we might... French Prez PM says Israel not good. I don't know how else to say that. Croissant! Croissant! Yes. I just gotta say thank you all for hanging out. You know, I appreciate you. This stream is what it is because y'all are here watching and corresponding with me. And, you know, I watched a Hank Green video where he was saying that, you know, you can say that there's a parasocial relationship going both directions. Like, you all have a parasocial relationship with me, but I also have kind of a parasocial relationship with you, but it's different. And that he and his brother came up with, or I guess his brother mostly, came up with the word seraposial relationships. Like parasocial, but like flip it around a little bit. So I have a seraposial relationship with you guys. Isn't that interesting? Anyhow. Today I learned that there was a now extinct species of dove that was flightless and as big as a dodo. What the fuck? Kittens knocking a bunch of shit over. That's what they're good at. That's what kittens are good at. Okay, French president. I'm just like, I have so many links of stuff that we could talk about today. And I'm just sort of trying to figure out what exactly it is that we're going to talk about besides the main story. They were called St. Helena doves. I don't know how big a dodo was. Was a dodo like how like the size of like a really big chicken? Or I don't know how big they were. You know what I mean? About knee height, bit bigger than a chicken, I think. I have seen some big ass chickens, okay? I have seen some enormous chickens. But yeah, okay. Apparently 4,000 Americans died of COVID in October. And of course, that's just the official number. That doesn't necessarily count people who died of, like, a blood clot that wouldn't have happened if it weren't for their previous COVID infection. So that's neat. Oh my god, dodos were waist height? Oh my god. That's... what? That's too big. That's too big for a bird. You shouldn't be a bird that's that big. Yeah, what the fuck? Exactly. You shouldn't be that large as a bird. Emus. Yeah, don't even talk to me about emus. Man, I don't even know. Like, there's just so much shit that's been going on about Israel. There's, like, so much stuff that I could talk about. But I think the main things, aside from Macron, is going to be talking about how they're explicitly... I mean, I've already kind of talked about them being explicitly genocidal, but they are also starting to talk about increasing the aggression toward others in the area. Do you know how big penguins are? Probably not, because you only ever see penguins compared to other penguins, but an emperor penguin is like the size of a small person. Wait. How tall are emperor penguins? I mean, they're like 3.6 to 4.3 foot tall. So, I mean, 4.3 foot is like, that would be a pretty short person. That would be a pretty seriously... yeah, they're child-sized. So is a Great Dane. Like, I don't know. When I say small person, I'm saying child-sized. Oh, okay. My bad. I was dehumanizing children for a minute there. Okay, here we go. Size comparison between 4 species of moa bird versus a human. Are these all living animals right now? Or, like... Short kings. True. Okay, big. All extinct. Okay. I didn't think so. So, like... But an emu and an ostrich are both roughly the size of this green one, if I am understanding correctly. Or are they taller? A little bit taller than a person? IDK my BFF Jill. I don't like birds. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like birds no matter how big they are. And so, like, the bigger the bird, I think the less I like the bird. Emu yellow, ostrich green. Okay, good. Good. There's also a prehistoric mega penguin, adult size. Oh, wow. Just lay me down to sleep. I just don't need to be in this world. When I was in 1st grade, we were learning about penguins, and I was super sad that I was shorter than the emperor penguins. Yeah, imagine being a child and this bird is bigger than you are. Prehistoric bird once thought extinct returns to New Zealand wild. That's pretty exciting. There's a bird called the takahe, which is a flightless bird, a large flightless bird, which was believed to be extinct for a number of years, a number of decades, actually. 18 of those birds were released in the valley of New Zealand's South Island. And... Oh, okay, so I guess they were brought back by conservation efforts. That's neat. Good stuff. Yes, kiwi species are like... Kiwis are like a chicken. Tiny hummingbirds. Just because a bird is small doesn't mean it's a good bird, okay? Anyway, I'm just gonna bitch about birds, apparently. Okay, let's get rid of all these bird-related tabs. I don't need any of that shit. Oh god. I've been talking for an hour, though, and now I gotta drink another glass of water, okay? So, just taking a little interlude. Did you have a bad experience with a pet bird as a child? No. No, I don't think so. I just really don't like birds. I mean, I've been bitten by dogs more than I've been bitten by birds, and I don't like birds in a way that I just don't care about dogs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just not a fan. Hail Hydrate, get yourself a drink, maybe get yourself a little snack, because we're about to start the politics shit. And I will be back momentarily, okay? Don't go anywhere. Maybe hit the like button. We're trying to get to 69. Can we do it? Am I gonna come back to a $5 dono when I get back? Maybe? Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Ooh, hello. We came back. Promised. As a person named Raven, I also don't like birds. I mean, I would like ravens or crows if they were my friend. We would be Gucci, okay? All right, so why don't we shift gears a little bit and get ready to talk about some of this BS, because I've got a couple of things ready here. Excuse me? Okay. Birds aren't real. They're... Yeah, birds aren't real anyway. I know. I should not be afraid of birds because they're not real. Not because there's nothing to be afraid of. Oh, God. Okay, Baphomet's trying to make us watch a TikTok. No. Shush. I don't have my headphones on. Ooh, uncomfy. Thank you so much. Yeah, for the tier 1 sub. Big PP receipt. Thank you. I appreciate you. So yes, Baphomet wants us to watch this TikTok of Piggy's. Piggy TikTok. Piggy Talk?
Well, it's Tomato Sunday.
I mean, there's so much mouth noises.
Got a tomato? They like it.
Aside from all the mouth noises, that was pretty cute. I mean, I enjoyed. No giant river otters in-house. River otters. Oh no, too many mouth noises. Okay. We know that... Listen, okay. We know that suicide is a risk for people in our community, and it's not just from lack of support and loneliness and those kind of things. Obviously, like, depression can lead to suicidal ideation, but the thing about trans people is that, you know, the other thing is that we tend to live sort of secretive lives for an initial period of time. Not every single trans person, but plenty of trans people have an initial phase where maybe they're trying things out in private and not, you know, publicizing the fact that they're trans. So in those situations, being outed could potentially be something that could cause someone to want to, you know, unalive and delete themselves. And that happened recently to an Alabama mayor. So not one single article that I was able to find about this used the pronouns that I think make the most sense for this person. So I will be referencing an article, but I am not going to show it to you because I have no intention of furthering the misgendering of a closeted trans woman. Okay? So in Alabama, the mayor of Smith Station in East Alabama, their name was Bubba Copeland. I'm just gonna stick with that. I don't think in this article that there is a female name included. So she was a pastor and the mayor of this small town and was married to a woman, and they had children together, and everyone in the community speaks very highly of this person. Female name was Brittany. Thank you, Death Guitarist. I hope that I can see some corroboration on that, but I will take your word for it. So everybody speaks very highly of this person in the community. They all use male pronouns in spite of the fact that it is now known that this person was a trans woman. So they're... I'm trying to read through all this stuff. Essentially what happened is that a news... like, it's called 1819 News, and I don't know a lot about the publication. It is allegedly a right-wing independent news propagator, essentially, and they discovered images of Brittany Copeland wearing makeup, dressed as a woman, as well as some excerpts of erotic fiction that Copeland had written, and there were some published screenshots of various social media accounts that were being used by Copeland in which she referred to herself as a transgender woman. So she did confirm that she ran the accounts between the time that it was revealed and between the time that she killed herself. She confirmed that they were belonging to her, but that it was just like a hobby thing that she was doing, like I guess cross-dressing or doing drag or something as a hobby. So initially she tried to respond within the community by giving a sermon in which she addressed the issue, you know, saying that she apologized for any embarrassment caused by those images being publicized, adding that she had nothing to be ashamed of because a lot of things were taken out of context. And let's see. Obviously, a lot of people within the community are upset that these details were made public without consent. That would have been ideal had it not been publicized without consent. Other mourners, a comment on the church's Facebook page said, and I'm just going to correct the pronouns. She didn't kill herself. She was killed by the judgment of people who should have been loving and supporting her and trusting her heart. Another person says, we live in a mean, bitter world where the self-righteous tend to throw the largest stones, and this 1819 news is the perfect example. Oh, gosh. So obviously that's terrible in and of itself, right? That's a story in and of itself that in this day and age, people are still actively digging up information. Being in the closet is only so safe. If at any point you express yourself, someone might get a picture of you without your consent, or a picture that you took might get leaked. Someone in your life might post it for revenge, or someone is just going to try to hack into your stuff and dox you. Yeah. But the story doesn't stop there. It's not bad enough, apparently, that a trans woman was dogged by right-wing media who doxed her info, basically. I know doxed isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. I'm using it as shorthand. That wasn't bad enough, right? Well, some BBC correspondent, who you may or may not be familiar with. I'm not really familiar with her because I don't really stay tuned into this part of the internet, but this person, Martina Navratilova, is or was a correspondent for BBC Sport. I don't know if they've done any action on this, but she posted, seems to me this world is better off now without this man in it. Some fantasies, shocked face, devil face, clown face. She was a big tennis star. Oh, okay. And so she was a tennis star. Now she worked for the BBC. And if you were worried, oh, maybe this is a fabricated screenshot, there is plenty of evidence that it was real, in the sense that there are multiple screenshots with different layouts. There are there's evidence of quote tweets, and there are replies to the tweet. So this person replies asking, are you saying it's good that they're dead? These are kinds of comments that can get you fired. And people are, suggesting that you should contact BBC Sport. Yeah, despite the fact that BBC is institutionally queerphobic, it is still worth getting this on record. I just don't know what kind of deeply sad person you have to be to celebrate the suicide of another person, who was just being themselves and wasn't harming anybody in any way. I get it, right? If Alex Jones killed himself, I would probably be like, LMAO. That would be pretty amusing to me, actually. But also, Alex Jones is a terrible person who's ruined people's lives. Ruined the lives of parents who had already lost their children. Martina is a cis lesbian. Yeah, she was once respected as a lesbian who came out while she was still an athlete. Yeah, I guess she came out back when it was taboo to come out as a lesbian. What is it with these women who obviously have been targeted or would be targeted under these types of worldviews are the ones who are perpetuating it? I mean, they just are desperate to maintain distance from the oppressed. They're like, oh my God, I'm not being oppressed as much now, and I have to make sure to align myself with the oppressors, I guess. I don't know that that's word for word the actual thought process, but that is in effect what is happening. Just I'm going to align myself with the oppressors. Obviously most cis lesbians are good. They're fine. Yeah, I want to be clear. I'm not talking shit on all cis lesbians. It's I was just editing another video, which by the time, if this ever makes it to the YouTube channel, is going to already be on the channel, so link in the cards. But I just was editing this video about this wrestling turf who defeated her transgender female opponent and then still went on to do a bunch of transphobia online. And her face is very masculine, and then her voice is also very deep. And I was like, girl, you're so clocky. Like, you are one of the women who's going to be targeted by this kind of rhetoric. And lesbian women have already been the subject of this type of rhetoric. Like, I don't know if Ansley was a lesbian or not, unclear, but at the very minimum, you know, like, lesbians and masculine women need to be wary of the fact that they are potentially going to be caught up in that's like scrutiny against trans women. If, you know, if everybody's doing transvestigation constantly, and we actually already see it online, is people looking at absolutely cisgender actresses and other famous women and going, look at these features, looks like a man to me. Like, no cis woman is going to be safe if this level of transphobia and scrutiny is normalized. So it's so disappointing to see cis lesbians, and presumably she's somewhat masculine because she did sports, like, turning that same rhetoric that was used against them around on trans women. It's just really sad. Like, what a small person you have become. Taylor Swift is currently being transvestigated. I think I saw that. Someone was posting a picture of her in a bikini pointing to her pelvic bone as if that were like a tuck job. Like, this just in order to be a real woman, you cannot have a pelvic bone. Like, oh my God. It was a one piece, but yes, right. Yeah, cis men do not be knowing what pussy looks like. Depressing. Depressing, silly stuff. And I just want to wrap the segment by saying, you know, Brittany Copeland, say her name, you know, she deserves to be remembered as the woman she knew herself to be, and not as the man, pastor, and mayor of this Alabama town. You know, she deserved more than what she had. And may she rest in power. All these weirdo men blasting that, hey, I've never felt the touch of a woman on Maine. Yeah, like, I'm just going to admit publicly that I have never had sex with a real woman. Minnesota had a trans femme coach in the 80s. Minnesota? It's called a mons pubis. Oh, okay. Hold on. Where? No. Where? Oh, I don't have my... I needed a prop. Where is my prop? Where are all my props? I have, like, stuff that I keep around my desk for comedy reasons for the stream, and I don't... Nope, there they are. Yeah. It's called a mons pubis. Thanks. Mons pubis is literally just Latin for a pubic mound. Yeah. I think transvestigating turfs is praxis. Oh boy. You gotta do a nerd voice. I didn't want to do it up too much today. I didn't want to make it ridiculous. Okay, we did a story. Look at us. Look at us doing stories. Little seggies. Mama mauled. No, I don't want to do a nerd voice. You can't make me. If someone donates $15 right now, I'll do the nerd voice, okay? But otherwise, I will not be your dancing monkey. Oh, no. You can't make me. I'm sorry. If only I wasn't broke. I know. Baphomet's just gonna hold a gun to my head, and I'm gonna just refuse to do the thing. Dance, monkey, dance. I wonder if I'm ever gonna be able to flex again. Just deep throat the barrel. Don't tempt me now. The bastards reversed the gun emoji, so it points at yourself, which is just so weak. Can't you flip emojis? Yes, actually. You can't threaten me at gunpoint to do the nerd voice, because that's illegal. So you can flip the gun emoji. Why are you singing Buddy Holly in the YouTube chat? Knock it off. There you go. Is that better? Hello, Max. Baphomet is threatening me with a gun. How do you flip emojis? I think it's just colon flip. Or colon mirror. It's colon mirror. Colon flip will make it flip this way. Yeah. We're having fun. Are you having fun? Okay. Spin. Oh, are you doing, you're like, doing the gun guy, spinning the guns. Rootin', tootin', and by God, I'm shooting. You got your guns, you're spinning them on your fingers. Flip your colon? I can't flip my colon. Why don't you flip your colon? Listen, okay, mama. I'm picking up your references. I'm picking up your BoJack references. Alright, listen everybody. We're gonna move into our next news item. I have like a couple more today. At least a couple more. I wish someone would flip my colon. Listen, I don't want to... Listen, it's too early for Smuggy Chat, okay? We can't do Smuggy Chat until later in the stream. Let's try to get to 69 likes. Yes, yeah, I'm familiar with the guy. Yeah. Bunk. Alright, chill. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I was trying to find if I had any other links to this. Because I think I have more than one. Ooh-wee. I need more hoodies. I also need more hoodies. Hoodies are expensive. Because they're... I mean, if they're like a thick, good quality hoodie. We gotta do Smuggy Chat before I leave for the BDSM party in Austin. When is that? Is that today? Are you saying you demand we do Smuggy Chat today? Did we do it? Is it time for nice? Did we get to 69 likes? We're so close. It takes a minute to update on my end, I guess. Hey, there it is. 69 likes. Look at us. Nice. Should I reduce the dono amount to 69 so that we can actually hit it, maybe? Maybe. Poggies. Oh, it's gonna be today at 6:30. Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure... I don't know. We'll do Smuggy Chat later. Trying to make sure if I don't have another link here. Okay, yep. Aaron Reed providing us with the news today. Don't know. You can't make me flip my colon. I don't even know how I would accomplish that. What's up, Drusilla? Hello. Hello. I guess the next goal is 100 likes. I don't know if we'll make that today. I don't know. I'll keep going for another couple hours. Okay, so they've been coming after trans people, and we've been telling you that we're just the canary in the coal mine. They're gonna keep going after other people, and the first people that they're gonna come after who are adjacent to trans people is the gays. And so we have seen some intimations about, oh, you know, we need to leave the marriage thing up to the states and all this kind of crap. Nice. And they are starting to make actual moves against homosexuality, at least public homosexuality, in as is the case here in Rutherford County, Tennessee. So there's this town called Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So there's a new city ordinance which is targeting public homosexuality. And the first place that we're seeing this law come into effect is in libraries. So let's see, what does Aaron have for us about this? Yeah, of course it's Tennessee, where the Daily Wire is based. This is the one. Tennessee also was the one that tried to make basically cross-dressing in public in general illegal, and that has been paused for First Amendment reasons, or maybe even shut down completely. At the very minimum, paused, if not totally shut down for First Amendment reasons. Okay. So the ordinance is outlawing, quote, indecent behavior in public, and it prohibits, quote, indecent materials. So it's quite vague, as we usually see in these laws. This definition used in the law links back to a city statute which explicitly bans public homosexuality or materials promoting homosexuality. So I think that a city statute, is the city statute new, or is this one of those situations where homosexuality was illegal and then we stopped enforcing those laws and it didn't really ever get taken off the books? I have fled Tennessee and now live in Seattle. True. Good going. Okay. So this code has already been targeting local pride events. The city's enforcement is now extending to the local library system. So at least 4 books have now been banned in this municipality, which contained LGBTQ plus themes. The ordinance in question being 23022. The ordinance states the community, quote, has the right to establish and preserve contemporary community standards. That is some Pleasantville shit right there. Like, that's some white supremacist ass shit right there. Yes, well, the community has the right to preserve contemporary community standards. Bro, it's just a matter of time before that it goes on to be like, the community has the right to make it illegal for your pants to be sagging, which is, of course, just by happenstance going to impact young black men a lot more than other groups. But we're totally not racist, I promise. Oh my gosh. So this goes on to state that, quote, indecent behavior or, quote, display of indecent materials would be banned under this new provision. Importantly, these definitions of indecency link back to the city code's definition, which states that, quote, sexual conduct barred under the provision includes, quote, homosexuality. City ordinance further states that any behaviors, materials, or events that are patently offensive to the adult community in the city of Murfreesboro would also be banned. So anything that the community just decides is offensive would be banned from being in the city. Like truly, this is like what white people do when they think they get to just like dictate. It's like having an HOA or like a gated community, but they're making the entire city a gated community. Intense snowflake behavior, thank you. Yeah, looking forward to bikinis being banned, making pants illegal for women to wear. The adult fandom is so toxic. Right, thank you. Yes, exactly, Mama. That is my exact thinking, that this is quite reminiscent of the kind of stuff that city councils and then HOAs later on would do to exclude black people from just existing in those neighborhoods. Yeah, these are the same people saying that the left are offended by everything. Like, oh, well, you just can't handle being around people who have a difference of opinion. Like, man, you can't handle being around people who are different, actually. Like, to the extent that you're just trying to make it illegal, you're trying to say, legally speaking, we are endowing the random citizenry of Murfreesboro to, like, forcibly eject black people after sundown. Like, you know what I mean? That's just the trajectory that we're on here. Right, and there is a question about like what are the limits of this? What you know, displaying indecent behavior being banned by the new provision, does that include if you are a married gay couple and you hold hands in public, or if you give your partner a peck on like a peck on the lips when you say goodbye to them on your way into work or something? Like, what are the limits here? It seems like pretty obviously unconstitutional, but who's to say in this day and age with the judges that we have across this country? People say the purge is unrealistic. I disagree at this point. I would not say that the purge itself is realistic, but that it is only the most blatant way of describing the thing that is already happening, you know? Excuse me. What if I platonically make out with my platonic friend and I make sure to say no homo first? Anyway, let's continue here. Let's see what else we've got. Let me take a little sippy sip. Little sippy sip. Can we get to 100 likes? Maybe. Okay. I'm reading. Sorry. So yeah, just for the sake of, you can see the actual text, like here's indecent materials, sexual conduct, all these definitions. Homosexuality is highlighted here under the definition of sexual conduct. Yeah, when is indecent behavior going to include Catholic priests being around small children? That would be amazing. So this ordinance was not enforced immediately upon being instated. Various city officials have begun using it to target the LGBT community more recently, however. So in addition to removing several books, 4 books they removed from their library, they also have moved to enact a tiered library card system where almost all nonfiction content will be adults only. So like you'll have a separate card for children and adults, and a children's card will not allow you to check out most nonfiction content apparently, and that will go into effect in 2024. On Monday, they also met to discuss a new resolution to remove all books in the library which could possibly violate the ordinance. The fiery meeting featured multiple board members stating that they had the right to, quote, enforce community standards and ban books. Speeches against the proposal were passionate, including one speech by local activist Carrie Lambert, who pointed out that the law was already being challenged in court, and then asked, when have the people who ban books ever been the good guys? I mean, true. And then, yeah, Aaron continues saying that, you know, the library has not been the only target of this new ordinance. There is a statement from the city manager that he would refuse permits to the Pride Parade, claiming that the festival, quote, intentionally exposed children to sexual conduct, because, of course, yeah, sexual conduct in this case is defined as homosexuality. And then, yeah, so the Pride Festival is, like, I guess, intentionally being gay. Like, uh-oh. As a future librarian, I hope they all step on a Lego and it sets them on fire. True. And of course, you know, this ordinance is being challenged by the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU. And so we'll just have to see how that goes. Obviously, we had a previous thing in Tennessee that was banned. Like, an attempt to restrict trans rights was, you know, challenged in the courts. And they were like, nah, you can't do it. So obviously, if this thing is already being challenged, then hopefully it's going to be a very obvious First Amendment thing. And then maybe the ACLU will have enough resources left to go after SB 180 in Kansas. What? Crazy. That's the bathroom bill. That's the I can't legally use public bathrooms anymore without worrying about the cops getting called on me bill. You know? Listen, I don't want to make being gay illegal. Just indecent things. Asterisk on indecent. Checks footnotes. Being gay. Like, I just want to make being gay illegal. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Good grief. Oh, man. Yeah, it's just in Tennessee. It's like a city ordinance, I think, a city ordinance in Murfreesboro. And yeah, although apparently in Louisiana they're trying to create a tiered library system as well, but they're not sure how they're supposed to do it. Well, they'll get their ideas from Alabama or from Tennessee then. Gives be gay, do crimes a whole new meaning. I mean, I think that's supposed to be the intentional original meaning of be gay, do crimes. It's not a cutesy phrase that is like, oh, if you are gay, then go do crimes. It's saying like, be gay, do crimes. It's like a statement that if you are gay in a place where it is illegal, then you should feel impassioned to be yourself, even though you are breaking the law. It has harsher language against it than being gay. Wait, in what regard? Yeah, dude, seriously, there's a reason. I'm seeing like a reason that many queer people become anarchists eventually, seeing the state used as a weapon against our existence. Like, when has a state not been used as a weapon against the existence of gay people to some extent? Like, it's really frustrating. And yeah, it is increasingly the case that whether you are trans or queer, you are, it's like, not only are you having to think about, oh, international travel, like, oh, you know, my sister has decided that she wants to get married in this scenic place in, so I don't know, where's a place that it's not cool to be gay? Singapore? Sure. Like, oh my sister wants to go and get married in Singapore, and I'm like, I don't know if I can go to this wedding because I might get arrested for being gay. Like, not only do we have to make those considerations and go, yeah, there's certain countries in the Middle East and Africa that I just would never be able to go to because of the risk of danger there. And like, I'm also having to make those considerations in the United States. Plenty of trans people are making those considerations of, you know, I don't think I can step foot in the state of Texas, Florida, Arkansas, Tennessee, you know, comma, like it keeps going on. Because yeah, that is the problem with the kind of state that we have, is that like the premise that you can make, like the premise that an entity has been given the power to make your existence in public punishable by the law is like fucking insane. Like, it's crazy. Wish I wasn't forced to step foot in Texas. I know, mama. Listen, if any chatters ever need to start a GoFundMe to get yourself out of one of these unsafe places, like, obviously, I would recommend trying to see if the rainbowpassage.org has any availability to assist you. But if any of y'all start up, like a GoFundMe or something, and the purpose of it is to get the fuck out of here, like wherever here is for you, I will do my best to boost it. Like, I think that you deserve that. So, yeah. Yay. And if you want to support me moving across the country in a little over a year, because that's how long it's going to take me to save up to do that, consider dropping me a dono or a Patreon subscription. TBH, I appreciate it. Patreon's amazing. I also post free shit there. So, thanks. Love ya. I need to do better about, like, in segments where I know that this is going to go on the YouTube channel later, like, actually doing a plug for my shit. But yeah, I don't know. I've been watching this channel called Sorted Food. Sorted. They're British. So it's like, that's sorted, and they have a little, it's just a graphic and a voiceover that just plays, in the middle of the video. So it would be kind of like if I had a little cutaway video to be like, hey, what's up? Except less annoying. I can run if I have to. I have a few layers of protection left as a trans femme adult, and I want to finish my master's if I can. Rainbow Passage needs to save their resources for needier people than me. I mean, fair enough, yes. TravelWhileTrans.com is good, apparently. Violet says if you are deciding where to move, can be a good resource about the laws of each area. Good stuff. This information is not guaranteed to be up-to-date or accurate. Interesting. USA, Kansas. What does it say here? USA, Kansas. What does it say about traveling here? I am curious. Kansas places trans people at risk by not recognizing any gender other than sex assigned at birth, regardless of legal documentation changes in Kansas or elsewhere. Trans travelers should use extreme caution in Kansas due to the SB 180 bill, requiring all state agencies to treat all trans women as men, all trans men as women, and all non-binary people on the basis of assigned sex. Kansas does not appear to place child custody at risk at this time. Yeah. Public accommodations. Because of Kansas law defining sex legally, it may be interpreted by courts in combination with other laws to ban trans people from the appropriate bathroom. This is the opinion currently held by the Attorney General, so that is what's likely to be followed by state agencies. Yeah, I like that website. It's accurate, at least, up to, like, the last few months of what's going on in Kansas. So thank you for posting that resource. Appreciate you. Ooh, I'm looking forward to eating lunch later. Lunch is so amazing, is it not? Is it not so good? Love lunch. Nom 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 nom. Certain Texas cities are less scary, even if the whole state sucks. Austin is the lowest risk on the list. San Antonio is lower risk. Yeah, but the laws are still what they are. Like, there are very liberal places in Kansas. Actually, there was at least one municipality that was basically like, I think the city may have passed an ordinance that was like, we are not going to enforce SB 180. And then I haven't really heard anything about it since then. Thank you, John Get Bent. And like, I guess, you're welcome to Violet Lane for that tier 1 subscription. No comment, but thank you for the $5 dono anyway. San Antonio is where I be. We have a lovely and supportive queer community here. Well, that's good. I feel that there is no place that will be safe for trans people ultimately, especially with the laws all over and the nationalizing zeal. Here's my thought process at the moment, right? I think that I should try to be in a state where the laws are the least aggressive toward trans people, right? Look at that. We're 1/5 of the way to our dono goal. I could take off my hoodie and flex. I'm back in the gym now, so it's like a progress flex. You haven't seen my arms in a while. They might not be as impressive as the last time you saw them, but it's like a, from this point, they're only going to get bigger. So you might as well get the progress on them. But no, my plan right now is basically, I think that it's a good idea to get to a state where things are less actively hostile. And then from there, try to find some land to purchase, I think. Because here's my thinking. There's the immediate problem of the laws passing, things becoming unsafe, bathroom scrutiny, not being able to change documentation. Like, all of this, is quite difficult and harmful. And it's kind of the immediate problem, right? The next problem after that is the problem of climate change and the, like, how am I going to live the next 40 years? And so I do think that, like, if I am in a position to do so, then trying to find like a chunk of land and like a house so that I'm a decent way away from people, I think. That's like my survival tactic. I need to be the one who has the land that people can build their tiny houses on, right? My fiance and I are hoping to escape the eastern half of Washington. Idaho bleeds over here. Yeah, of course, like if you go too far away from the cities, you do end up in rural areas where Vermont and Oregon are my picks for climate change. Yeah. Oregon, I think near the coast especially, Oregon's going to stay pretty good. Got my dicks back just in time for Volvo in 2 days. If I was a millionaire, I would def make a queer commune. I have been debating making a book about a queer commune. Like a fictional one. Yeah. So if you're ever wondering, like, what are my donations going toward? Like, either it's the immediate I am spending money on food, which is my primary responsibility financially, is like just like a lot of money toward food every month. And then any money that I have left over for the most part, I would either spend on like medical shit is the next follow-up of how expensive my things are, but then like saving up to move. So any money that I can save is gonna go toward moving, inevitably. I'm in New Orleans, which has a strong LGBT presence, but the rest of the state scares me to the bottom of the food chain. Right. Yeah, there are plenty of Democratic areas in red states. Kansas City is fairly blue, despite despite the fact that Kansas and Missouri are both pretty red, like Topeka and Lawrence and Wichita to an extent. Like within Kansas, there are a bunch of Democratic areas. And that's true of, I think, a lot of different, more rural red states. I want to write a fictional book about a bunch of fun queer people living their best slice of life kind of thing, with the owner of a home being a former tech CEO who just does open source work because they all have enough money to retire already. Nice. That's going to be fun. I think more queer fiction is a good thing to invest in. Also true of Texas. All our cities are blue islands in a red desert. I wonder what the population difference is between the number of people in Texas who vote Democrat versus the number of people in Texas who vote Republican. It's like, is Texas one of those ones that would be more of a purple or blue state if not for the fact that they cut up Austin into a bunch of fucked up little voting districts? Can you look up Michigan on the trans travel thing? Sure. I will look up Michigan on the trans travel thing. So Michigan, it says it does not have laws that target trans people directly and has non-discrimination laws that protect trans people. While Michigan does not have a sanctuary law, the state is generally proactive in legally protecting trans people. Trans people are allowed to use the facilities they're comfortable in. Legal documentation is not required for this protection. Trans women may or may not be housed with women, although policy at the state prison level is that this be taken into consideration. Genital state is considered highly relevant. So, yeah, I mean, mostly fine in Michigan. Texas is purple, but gerrymandering hurts it hard, right? Oh, sad. Christy doesn't have any dicks. So sad. I'm from Michigan. We flip-flop. It's funny, but not funny that gerrymandering hasn't been outlawed. I think, it was either in Michigan or Wisconsin, and I can't remember which one, but one of them did make gerrymandering illegal, functionally, and, like, changed to a popular vote system. Texas would be very purple. Only a couple counties in Texas with high populations are pretty red. However, it was narrow when Beto ran against the Zodiac Killer. Oh, man. Ted Cruz is so funny to me. One of them literally made it illegal and the courts agreed, and then they just ignored the courts anyway? I forget which state, though. Really? That's the other thing. Like, Ohio just passed something, like, they were like, we're no longer going to do elections in August because of the low turnout and high cost. And then in order to try to pass a constitutional amendment like limiting the right to abortion, they like in order to prevent people from voting on an amendment that would enshrine the right to an abortion in the Constitution, they set that on an August election. We need to get rid of the Electoral College. Gerrymandering no longer would be a factor. That's not true, Padfoot Sam, because gerrymandering is still an issue within states. You know, like Kansas still has an overwhelmingly Republican state legislature because of gerrymandering, which doesn't tend, like, I think that that's why we tend to have we go back and forth, I guess, between Democrat and Republican governor, but we've had a Democratic governor twice that I remember, and that differs from our overall representation, right? Like, why is so much of our representation Republican if that's not reflective? Well, because, you know, even on the state appointments level, there's gerrymandering. And that's really frustrating because that's how you end up with a veto-proof supermajority that passes the fucking bathroom bill, you know? Like, that's where the struggle is. Yeah, gerrymandering should be, I feel like it should just be it should just be a grid. Just make it a grid and stop fucking with it. Gerrymandering makes it easier for a state to be set as red or blue, and then people feel unable to change it, so they leave, and then the states get even more polarized. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of cascade that way, because, yeah, I mean, but what do you do? Like, if the gerrymandering, like, let's say in Texas or in Kansas, like, the gerrymandering has disabled the will of the populace to the extent that things that people don't want are passing, and you as an individual are being actively harmed by those things, you know? Like, you just have to make that choice like, individually. Do you stay in the place where it sucks and you just, you know, you stick with your family and you try to build your little life and do your little thing? Like, yeah, it would be way cheaper for my partner and I to buy a house if we did it in Kansas than if we went to anywhere that's more liberal. But it's like the question of, you know, do you tolerate the increasingly restrictive laws on you? Like, do you spend the rest of your life worrying about having the cops called on you every time you use a public restroom? Do you spend the rest of your life avoiding public restrooms because in the place where you were born, you are not allowed to use them anymore? Like, it's hard to say, you know, that you should stay, but I have massive respect for people who are like, I will not be displaced by this. Anti-gay law gets past me, hates it, repubs, LOL, well, you voted for it. Like, no, I did not. But yeah, no, it's a vicious cycle for sure. I'd be okay with ranked choice. Yeah, I think ranked choice is good. I mean, ranked choice is still popular vote. That is still what that is. Is it not? Because you're still going off of the populace's vote rather than, like, I'm saying a popular vote as opposed to a representative voting system. Like, I just don't want there to be, I don't know that the representative system is working the way that it was intended, or, like, I don't know. Goes hand in hand. You mean the Electoral College? Oh, you're saying, so the Electoral College working exactly as intended in the sense that it's intended to prevent Democrats from ever gaining power? Like, it's intended to prevent, yeah, it's intended to prevent liberals who live in the city from ever gaining real power. Ranked choice would still be a representative system in that you elect representatives who represent you. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I was goofing my like, I don't think that the Electoral College should be a thing where, like, someone else votes for president on your behalf or whatever. Yes. But obviously you're still electing people to do the government for you. Yeah. Imagine being like, oh yeah, all these people who are like decentralized in our rural areas who have absolutely no idea what is needed in like actual education centers and stuff. Like, let's let them decide what happens in education centers and cities. Requiring representation like in a parliamentary process wherein parliaments get numbers based on total percent for party. What a system, right? Like if it were required that like a certain number of representatives actually represent those constituents, like we would not have the issue where our representatives are overwhelmingly like old white men, you know? Popular vote alone. Yeah, I know. I don't think that straight up popular vote democracy is necessarily the way to go, because all you have to do is convince a plurality of people that trans people are groomers and they're dangerous for children, and then you can do whatever you want to them because you have the popular vote behind you. Let's do ranked choice. Let's just do ranked choice, okay? That's just what we're gonna do. Yo, can we get to 100 likes today? I don't know. We still have, like, at least one more news thing to talk about. I need to stop fucking with these scissors. Those are my nice scissors. These are my nice crochet scissors. Meow. I know, ranked choice is socialism. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing. We can't do it anymore. No more socialism. Oh, gosh. Okay, I don't really need... Well, I'll just leave that open for now. Bleh. Israel stuff. That's, like, the main thing that I have left today. Which I'm, like, you know, not gung-ho about, of course. Worse, it's communism. It's communism. Communism. What's up, Charlotte? Thank you for tapping that like button. Obliterating that like button. Hell yeah, that's the way to go. Should we just stay on stream until we get to 100 likes? Is that what we're gonna do today? I did a little tiki-talk about Israel-Palestine if you want to see it. Sure, we'll watch your tiki-talk. A tiki-tiki-talk? I guess I really should just... If I'm making a shit ton of shorts anyway, I guess I should upload them to TikTok. But I don't think that they're gonna work on that platform as well. So, I don't know. IDK, my BFF Jill. Trying to make choices about what to do with the content.
So, I have a few extra minutes, but I just wanted to talk about something that's been bothering me. Trigger warning, I'm going to be talking about
what's going on. Oh, this is 4 minutes long.
In the Middle East.
Oh, Mama, it's 4 minutes long. Why is it 4 minutes long? I was not prepared for this. I thought that you were... I forgot that TikToks can even upload in longer than 3 minute segments. I'm sitting here like I have to pee, and I was like, I'm going to watch this before I go to pee. Oh, no. As long as it's not Kanyeism. What would Kanyeism look like? Oh, jeez. All right. Sorry. It was just longer than I expected it to be. You should go follow Mama Mephistopheles on TikTok, though. Oh, Charlotte. Yeah, I hope you're having fun out there. 66 concurrent viewers. What's up? We're just taking a little bit of a pause in between news segments right now. So, you know, we're going to talk about Israel and shit here in a minute, having already talked about a couple of news items. So feel free to stick around or rewind if you want to catch some of the other stuff that we've already talked about. I'm thinking about taking a bit of a walk around, like a 5 to 10 minute intermission. Because I tend to lose a lot of energy after like 3 hours of streaming. So I'm like hitting that point where my voice is starting to get really tired. Um, but I still have content I want to talk about, right? So I'm thinking I might go ahead and just take a little 5-minute break, 5-10 minutes, and then come back and we can talk about some more stuff and chill some more. You know, I encourage you to enjoy chilling out for a few minutes. Maybe I'll put on some music and, you know, I'll let you guys enjoy that while I go pee real quick. Y'all, should I do my makeup before I go to Austin or pack it and do it when I get there? It's a 2-hour drive. I don't think you're going to feel like putting on makeup after a 2-hour drive. If you can tolerate not touching your face for that entire time, then I would say that that's probably the thing to do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I will show you the bugs, okay? Fine. God. Okay, that was a nice little break, you know? That was a nice little 5-ish minute break, okay? It's crazy how much better my voice feels after such a short respite. So, thanks for being patient, you all who decided to chill and wait around for me to get back. That's good stuff. It was nice of you to chill and stay. Much obliged. Cool. Oh my goodness. I hope that you enjoyed the bugs. They're good friends. We enjoy having bug friends. They kind of just do their own thing. I did a much shorter but silly and irrelevant TikTok. Okay, well, I'll watch a shorter, silly, irrelevant TikTok, I suppose. Yeah, my bugs are such cuties. And we still have an Israel to talk about. So, we still have content. You know, aren't you so glad you stuck around? There's more content coming.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique.
Why is the music... the bass line is so... I know what it is.
D'Analyse Cardinale. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Okay. Let's hope that that is not enough to get the stream zuckered. We will keep our fingers crossed. Right, Israel, Palestine, more. Even more edition. Hey, if you're just coming in, hit the like button. We just came back from a brief interlude and we lost some people, but if you hit the like button, it will immediately show the stream to more people. So, thank you. You're here after the break. You're here after the interlude. French people loving their long-ass names. They do be loving their long-ass names. Beg pardon. So I guess the main thing that I wanted to talk about with regards to Israel today is that the French president / prime minister guy actually has called for a ceasefire and made some mild pushback against the deeply inhumane actions that the Israeli government is taking at the moment. And I really hope that he represents a turn. I really hope that he, you know, as an ally to Israel, which I believe France is, that he can criticize their actions and still say, you know, we're trying to remain friends with them. We don't want to condemn their actions outright. You know, like, I hope that that leads to more people saying, like, I think that we should have a ceasefire. You know, at the very minimum, we need more world leaders, especially allies of Israel, saying, no, we need a ceasefire. Although it is increasingly seeming like Israel is just kind of a rogue state, but we'll see. Let's just go ahead and watch what Macron has to say.
We clearly condemn this terrorist attack and this terrorist group and recognize the right of Israel to protect itself and react.
So at first he's talking about Hamas. He's saying we condemn this terrorist group Hamas and recognize the right of Israel to protect itself and react. However, there we go.
But day one, we say that this reaction and the fight against terrorism, because it is led by a democracy, should be compliant with international rules, rule of war, and humanitarian international law. And
he's kind of implying that what Israel is doing is against international law, but he can't outright say that, you know?
day after day, what we saw is a permanent bombing of civilians in Gaza. And I think it's very important to say the whole story. But I think this is the only solution we have. This is fire. Because it's impossible to explain we want to fight against terrorism by killing innocent people.
Dude, that's the biggest point. Like, I am so glad that at least one leader in the world said, like, you know, we can't say we're opposed to terrorism and also be okay with the killing of innocent people. You know, like, we can't say that this kind of killing of innocent people is bad and this kind of killing of innocent people is good or neutral or something. Stuff like this is why I hate politicians. Why? I know that there's, like, speculation about, like, why is Macron saying this? Like, why? Like, as I understand it, having familiarized myself a teeny tiny bit with the situation, Macron is not going to try to be reelected. He's, I guess, been on his way out of politics for a while. So it's not like he's doing this to pander for reelection purposes. Maybe that's why he's free to say this, because he's not worried about getting reelected. Like, I don't know. But he, he's trying to get out of politics. My personal opinion is that he is saying this because if he doesn't, then the kind of protests that the French people will do will not be desirable. Like, for him, I think that he's worried about what the French people will do. And I think that that's a worthy consideration to make if you are the president of France. A people who are notorious for whipping out a guillotine on you when they don't like what you're doing, like, okay? So I just think that that's probably his primary motivation. Sometimes it's better just to be open and honest instead of saying everything overly and directly, and as a result, most people don't get it. But I know that the rules of politics is you aren't allowed to be direct. I feel like he's fairly direct in here. Like, having just said, we can't fight terrorism and be cool with killing innocent people, So let's continue.
You've talked about the fight against terrorism needing to be merciless, is the word you used, but not without rules. And you've just referred there to the high loss of civilian life in Gaza. Do you think Israel is respecting those rules, the international rules that you're referring to?
Look, in the very first days,
that's a dodge.
It's clear that the emotion, the compassion, created a situation where everybody was just close to Israel and backing.
Yeah, so he's saying initially, of course, everyone felt for Israel because this whole thing started with a Hamas attack on October 7th, which did harm Israel or Israeli citizens or something, he's like, yeah, we initially had this compassionate reaction saying, like, yes, Israel, is defending itself, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I think he's just trying to say, like, at this point, after now that it's been, like, a month and things are still not calming down, it's getting excessive, basically.
Them and sharing the pain. And we do share their pain, and we do share the willingness to get rid of terrorism. We know what terrorism means in France.
I feel like I would not expect him to say France like that, like with his accent. It just sounded really funny to me.
I think there is no justification precisely to attack civilians.
What I would like just to clarify with you, are you saying that Israel is guilty of breaking international humanitarian law?
She's trying to get him to answer.
I'm here. Look, I think it's not the proper way to approach the question. We do recognize their right to protect themselves.
Mm-hmm. You kind of have to say that.
And 1 month after this terrorist attack, I think it would be not the right way to deal with a partner and friend just to say you will be condemned and you are guilty.
Yeah, so he's saying, like, because he is the head of a government, he can't straight up say, oh, Israel, you're guilty of war crimes, because then Israel will be, like, taking issue with that, and a whole bunch of your other allies are going to condemn you. Like, you can't straight up go there, He's like, after a month of this conflict, I can't just say, a partner and friend, as he puts it. I can't just go, well, fuck Israel publicly. Like, it's not within the realm of acceptable behavior for him, essentially.
De facto, today, civilians are bombed. De facto. These babies, these ladies, these old people are bombed and killed. There is no reason for that and no legitimacy. So we do urge Israel to stop. I'm not here to... I'm not a judge. Mm-hmm. I'm a head of state. I just remind everybody international law. I call for a ceasefire, and I will urge them for a ceasefire, for an humanitarian ceasefire. Okay,
so yeah. He's basically saying what they are doing is unacceptable, in my opinion. Yeah, I cannot speak. It's exactly I cannot speak. It's exactly that. Short of calling it war crimes, he's just saying, you know, civilians are being bombed, you know, these people are dying, and that part needs to stop. Like, you can't, I guess you can't ask Israel for a ceasefire without acknowledging that it is because civilians are getting caught up in the crossfire or whatever, you know, like, so I guess it does kind of feel like mental gymnastics to just be like, no, listen, what I'm not saying is they're committing war crimes, okay? What I'm not saying is that they are violating international law. I'm just here to remind everybody about the international law and what it is. You know, like, you know, it's tough. But it's good that at least one head of state, as he put it, has spoken out and, like, said that there needs to be a ceasefire. I wish that our president would do the same. I don't know that that's going to occur, but I'm glad that at least we have this much. The French, you know, I think France is like a place that is not terrible. It's like they have pretty good, like, labor protections and stuff. They're not immune to fascism, though. They have, like, at least 2 far-right parties right now. Do we call him President Joe Null Biden? He's null? Or does he still... Never mind. School goes until 5 p.m. for kids in France. As a parent, I have questions. Well, don't they have, like, a full hour for lunch, though? It's not like they have, like, a 20-minute slam your food down and keep it rolling. Like, don't they? Yeah. I thought that it was normal for, like, pretty much everybody in France to take, like, a huge break in the middle of the day. It's still a really long time for, like, 10-year-olds. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a long time to be away from your house, for sure. If it was only 4 days a week, I think that would be a lot more sensible. And I guess it depends on when they start as well. Like, do they start at 8 a.m.? Most European states have 1 hour for lunch. France used to be 2 hours. Nice. Yeah. I would think that school, much like work, is a thing that you should probably do for less each day, but, like, for the entire year. Like, less big chunky breaks, more short breaks frequently. I think that's, like, the way that human beings are supposed to be. Dick's jokes are going to be a lot more fun now that mine's going away. True! Can we creep our way toward 100 likes? I don't know. I don't know that we'll get there, but we'll keep plugging along anyway. Yes. Yeah, Violet is going to get vulvoplasty soon, so wish her luck and a speedy recovery. It's so cool that we have, like, you know, obviously, okay, I will say this. It is pretty depressing that so many trans people have this, like, delayed time experience, right? Like, however Abby Thorne put it in her video, heterotemporality. Like, the idea that you date when you're younger, like when you're in high school, and then you know, start your career and you get married and you have a kid and you buy a house, and, like, it goes in this certain order, right? And so many other adults have gone through these phases that you have an expectation of, like, when you're going to do it. You have this, like, expectation of what time of your life you're supposed to hit these different milestones, right? And it does suck that trans people and queer people in general don't have access to the same kind of timeline expectations. Because, like, what kind of expectations do you have if you are a homeless teenager because your parents kicked you out and you're in a state where you can't get married, and, like, there are very few states that can, like, you know what I mean? Like, there was a time when, like, you couldn't access marriage easily without, like, crossing state lines, and then it wouldn't be recognized in your own state if you went back. So, like, what kind of future do you envision for yourself, right? So it sucks that we don't have the same kind of like, okay, by this age you will, you know, have a normal, stable life, which is, I guess, sort of ultimately what those sort of narratives are presenting you is a timeline for stability and, yeah, those expectations. But we do have like milestones, even though they aren't the same. Like our you know, generally there is a kind of certain order for if you decide to medically transition. Like you might start, you know, testosterone blockers or puberty blockers or something like that first, or you might just start cross-sex hormones first. And like a lot of people go that way. We start on hormones, and then a little while later they might get a breast augmentation or top surgery, or like that's like the next step for a lot of people. And then, or like maybe you'll get your FFS, or like FFS tends to be a little bit like something you do later in your lifespan as a trans person. And then your vaginoplasty or your phalloplasty like tends to come after all this stuff. And so like they're different and they're not timed the same, but we do still kind of have shared milestones that we can acknowledge within the community. And that feels pretty nice sometimes, I think, to be like, hey, another one of my friends is getting vaginoplasty. It's like feeling like, oh, another one of my friends is getting married. Isn't that so great? Like it feels like it emotionally resonates in a very similar way to me. And I'm like, oh, like, yeah, this person who, you know, shares this experience has hit this milestone. And it's like unique to us because most people don't have that, like surgical milestones, I guess. And it's not surgical milestones is not really the right way to indicate how I'm thinking and feeling about it. It's more like self-actualization milestones. And I just think that that's nice. Excuse me. Marriage is nothing compared to a lifelong bond with my vulva. Marriage can be canceled. My vulva is forever. True. Your vulva is powerful. Hashtag pussy power. Thank you. I'm planning facial feminization and bottom only. Gonna breastfeed this next baby. Yeah, nice. Yes, getting married in February. Right. And like I got married, but I didn't have a wedding. And I'm like mulling over whether I have regrets about that. Like, do I regret that we never did like the party aspect of getting married? You know what I mean? Like not even the like literally the ceremony and the promises, although that's a nice aspect, I guess. But like just the celebration part. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think maybe it's just that, you know, having excuses to celebrate is nice, whatever the thing is, you know. Let's hit the like button for celebration time. Let's do it. My stepsister eloped yesterday. Nice. I guess, like, in effect, that's what we did. In effect, we eloped. Man, I just have, like, so much gunk in my throat. If I got married, I would do it in a Final Fantasy 14. Oh, yeah. That's the MMO one. Oh, geez. I'm trying not to get sucked back into the MMO life. Are we finally doing Smuggy Chat? Listen. I feel like I had at least one other Israel thing that I wanted to acknowledge today. Gonna be a very small ceremony. My fiance is a veteran, and we're planning on using a VFW in Eugene. I don't know what VFW is. It's 5 o'clock somewhere vibes. Any reason to celebrate. I think that you should just create more moments to pause and reflect. I mean, my thing right now is making, like, fall decor. Have I shown you this leaf that I made? This is actually a leaf that I made a long time ago, and then this is another one like it that I made more recently. And I'm probably gonna make a third, but, like, it's, like, I'm just doing craft stuff. That's my main deal. I'm making leaves and like a sunflower. You can see more posts of like my crochet stuff on my Patreon for free though most of the time. So that's where I post a lot of that stuff. I'm trying to make a point of taking more pictures too. I'm really out of the habit and I'm bad about taking pictures, but I'm gonna try. I love this discussion. I try to convey some of these feelings to my cis best friend, but it's difficult to relate sometimes. I'm 34 on HRT for 2 years, and I'm finally seeing an endo about further steps in 2024. Being an older trans woman and not having any money, things feel much longer, but life still goes on. True, you'll hit your milestones. I know you will. High five. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I don't even know what I would do if I lived in France and I had an hour for lunch every day. That would be awesome. Except that I can take whatever time I need, I guess. But it's like if you had an actual job, like, no, my job is really hard. It's just quite unstructured. I spent a huge chunk of my day yesterday editing. I basically like edited in the morning and then I went and played disc golf with my partner and a couple of our friends. And then I came home and eventually I did more of that. And then this morning I did even more editing. I'm trying to catch up. Because here's the thing. Yeah. So here's the thing. I make too much content for me to catch up on editing. Like, I mean, and I've figured out some shortcuts with editing and stuff, but it's still hard to get everything finished, right? So what I'm going to do is I am actually changing the stream schedule. So this is my announcement of that. I'm going to probably put an announcement in the Discord server tomorrow as well. But if you're here, you're the first to hear it officially. So from now on, it's going to be Sundays at noon and Wednesdays, and this is Central Time. So Sundays at noon Central Time and Wednesdays at either 3 or 4 p.m. Central Time is when we're going to start. And what I'm going to try to do is have each of them be a little bit longer, not like a lot longer probably, but like 4 to 5 hours long. And that will enable me to have more time on my off days to edit. It'll create more anticipation for the stream because you won't feel like, oh my God, it's literally every other day that I'm seeing you. So yeah, that's the plan right now. Hopefully that it will make producing the content more manageable for me and more enjoyable for you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this out. And that means that on, Thanksgiving week, I won't have to like throw off the schedule because like shit happens on Thursdays a lot. And hopefully I'll have to cancel stream less often because there's just fewer of them, which is giving me more time to like rest and recover between streams. I don't work Wednesdays. I finally won't miss the stream. Yes. So excited. That was when I was hoping you'd do the second stream. Yes! I'm glad that I'm accommodating some folks. At my old job, we could take 45 or 30-minute lunch, but it was unpaid. So most people did 30 minutes in order to get home faster in the evening. True. My fingers hurt from playing Mario Kart. I haven't played Mario Kart in a while. But... okay, my phone is just making lots of noise at me. Go over here. Just stay over there and just be over there, okay? I am having such a great time this autumn. Like, I'm really enjoying... I guess because I'm outside so much right now, highly recommend to just... if you're in a place where it's relatively temperate right now, if you can get out for, like, once a week, go for a little walk. Maybe, like, go to a park or a trail where there is a place for you to walk and not like on sidewalks in town. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you have a decent sized park, even just around the perimeter of a park is better than just like walking around on city streets. Highly recommend. Mickey, have a good rest of your day. Because this time of year is just so great. And that's part of why I'm getting so into doing the fall decor, I think, is because I'm like, I want to bring in the reminders. That's why the stream is like yellow and orange in the background colors right now, because we're trying to embody some autumn vibes, some warm, cozy autumn vibes. Beautiful. I live near a military base and a police station. I feel watched where I live. That would be awkward. Yeah, it's like, do you feel safer right next to the police station? I guess the assumption is that there wouldn't be very much crime right next to the police station. Like, I guess that would make it relatively safer. But then the question is there also going to be increased scrutiny on your behavior because of your proximity to the police station? You know what I mean? I've been feeling extra aware of seasonal shifts this year. Embrace change is the thing. Embrace change. Someone I know on Twitter was saying that people get so hype about the holidays this time of year, and they were saying that it would be easy to be just as hype about other times of the year if we just got better at inducing seasonality at different times of the year, you know? And like, that's part of what is so great about loosely observing pagan holidays. And like, this area is going to change throughout the year to reflect, like, right now we're in between, excuse me, oh my god, I'm doing this whole like hiccup burp thing. I'm just kind of hoping it's going to stop now. Are we done? Okay, great. Right now we're in between the Halloween holiday, or Samhain, is what the pagans call it, and then the next pagan holiday after that is Yule, but in between now and then we also have Thanksgiving, which I want to acknowledge because I just want to. So right now I'm kind of like, okay, there's still some remnants of Halloween, and there's like some fall stuff, and you know, I'm not ready yet to start posting Yule. I'm not ready yet. I'll be ready to start posting Yule after Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, I will start putting up Christmas decorations. Oh, God. The altar I'm working on is cat-themed. That's very fun. I just like doing different stuff. I don't know. And it's getting more elaborate as time goes on. It's spread to the kitchen now. It's not just localized to this little thing that's way too close to me right now. It's spreading. February is the worst for me, but March it gets better. Yeah, February, man, is always pretty bleak in February, and it's been several months of that, and it's just, it is no longer localized entirely within your kitchen. No, it was localized almost entirely to this space, and now it has bled into my kitchen as well. The decorating, and the like paganism bullshit, and then it's just gonna gradually creep over everything. I got a big bag of like these pine cones. I was like, oh, seasonal scented pine cones, cute. They're like $2 at the Walmart, so I'll just buy them. And I did that, and I just kind of have put them all over the place because they're cute and they please me, I guess. Like they're sitting on the back of the toilet, like they're like on top of my piano, like they're all over the place, and I think they're cute. I start to feel better in mid-January when my brain can tell the sun is rising earlier. Fair, yes, yeah, we do. We love Yule because it represents the change when the sun starts overtaking the day. I don't have to buy pine cones, just step in the backyard and pick them up. Yeah, I don't want to bring inside pine cones that might have bugs on them also. Oh man, my head hurts. Oh. That was a nice solid pop. I hope you heard that. I live with my parents still, and I want to see if they will let me set up a PNW altar in our shared TV room/den. I don't know. You think the store-bought ones don't have bugs? Well, I feel like if they've been treated with a weird perfume, that they wouldn't have bugs in them. I guess that's just it's a bias that I have. I've revealed my bias, my anti-bug bias. You thought that I was pro-bugs just because I own a bunch of bugs? Psh. Get friends for my isopods. Yeah, I just don't want my isopods to, like, catch anything weird. But frankly, if there were bugs in the pine cones, I would just... I mean, most likely I would feed them to the pods. Maybe I would just kill them and throw them away. Make a spray out of lemon oil and peppermint, and the bugs will run away. That's a good point. I have some, like, cinnamon oil. Bug social contagions. They will just start to rapidly change their genders, okay? They're gonna rapidly get onsets of gender dysphoria. Lemon oil and peppermint are also good for fungus. I usually use tea tree oil if I'm trying to... I use either tea tree oil or, like, straight up cinnamon if I'm trying to do some counteraction of fungi. Some fungus counteraction. Cinnamon? What? Okay, let me double check if there's anything else, because I think I did have one more thing that I wanted to, like, kind of observe today. Cinnamon's for fungus? Yeah. Cinnamon's good for it. And I did think, oh, I might, like, if I wanted to scent... I don't know what they smell like right now. Like, I don't really know what this is. It's not, like, great, though. So I was kind of thinking about, like, after they air out for a while and after the smell kind of dissipates, I could take my cinnamon stuff and just put straight up cinnamon on these. That would be quite a delicious little Christmassy time. I'm still cheering us on for 100 likes today. Jihariel, I don't think we're gonna get to 100 likes today, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and your optimism. Oh man. But yeah, so I am. I think we have one more. I don't know, man. Israel is just such a fucking bummer. It's like, maybe do I just want to drop it for today and switch to, like, playing Little Nightmares for a little while until I get tired and quit in, like, 30 minutes? I don't know. But we've talked about so much news today. I treat my plants with cinnamon because it doesn't hurt them. Yeah. I sprinkle... I mean, I only really do it in response to funguses if there's, like, mold. Little Nightmares... We want to do game? Game. Could be a fun time. I don't have Steam open. Let's fix that. Like, at the end of a nice 3.5 hour long chat about all kinds of different politics shit. I need to... There was something else. I don't remember what it was. I try to get mushrooms growing with my plants when I can help the helps the roots absorb a lot more nutrients. Well, so but I'm not going to encourage fungus growth indoors. All of my plants are indoors, so I'm not going to encourage any spore creation, whether that's mushrooms or fungus, like molds or anything. Like, you know, I'm just going to do my best to limit that. Long hair. It's a lot of effort to maintain this shit. Feasting on beef stroganoff with mushrooms. Ooh, I think I'm gonna make chicken tonight. Like chicken, and I've got a couple of different ideas for sides. Like, I could make curry. I actually do. I think I have all the shit that I would need to make curry. I don't know if... Yeah, what... I'm just not good at cooking rice. This is my problem with curry, is I'm not good at cooking rice. Worth it, though. Long hair is the best. I want to be able to weave mine into a girlfriend. That's pretty intimate. You want to weave your hair into your girlfriend? Impressive. I'm back below my shoulders, but it takes an eternity with the curls. Yeah. It's one good thing about having boring... perfectly straight hair is that it just goes... You get the maximum length as soon as humanly possible, I guess. Length is goals for me. I want mine to continue to be longer. This is not long enough yet. And, like, then this needs to grow out. This part needs to grow out and be also longer. And then I'm just gonna keep buzzing. Yeah, straights are the worst. Straight hair is boring. Straights, man, so boring. So silly. I think when the red starts to come out of my hair, I might try some of those like hair mask kind of dyes that like wash out after a couple of weeks. 'Cause I feel like those would be fun. To my butt is my biggest goal. True. Okay, why? Okay, play. Open the game, please. I would like to play the game. I don't know how much I have left in me, stream-wise, so we'll see how it goes. I would still love to flex for you, but we need more donos. I did just lose the game. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody, about that. You can blame Mama Mephistopheles. I just was following the rules and repeating it. Butt goals, true. It's difficult because I'm over 6 foot, so I need 3+ feet of hair to reach my bum. Yeah, true. Okay. Okay, now we're doing, spooky stuff. Spooky stuff requires different colors. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I kind of like that. The blue. Ooh, that's really eerie. I like that one. Yeah, that's spooky. I like it. Okay, good. Yes, excellent. Or should we do... I blinded myself. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, yes. I'm excited. Let's get into this fun game. Okay, I don't remember what we're doing. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to like smack some kids in the head right now. I think that's what I'm up to. Okay, this is gonna be a very action-oriented scene. Okay, is it, what button is it to grab stuff? I don't remember how to do anything. I might die a couple times really fast. How do I... Oh wait, it's spacebar. Couldn't remember how to do it for a minute there. Oh, he got me. Okay. Yeah, I love smacking children with a ladle, apparently. They're not actual children, though. They're clearly just dolls. They're just doppelgangers. They're not real and they don't have feelings, okay? And screw you if you say otherwise. Oh god, he just got me immediately. I guess I should be on the correct side of the ladle. That'll make it easier. Doppelgangers are less fun, right? They don't have souls. But it's tough being a doppelganger, you know? You ever think about that? How hard it would be to not have a soul? Oh my god. Okay, I did it. I got him. Okay, now you're gonna, like, run up to me with a pause weirdly. Okay, got it. This one. Yeah, got him. There's another one. And... got him. Is there another one? Okay, now I gotta crawl over here. There's more. How do I... can I not push through there if I have the thing in my hand? I can't go through there if I have the thing in my hand. Is there another one? Oh, no! That's not what I wanted. Shit. Okay. We're figuring things out, right? That's the wonderful thing about this game, is that it's not just a horror game, it is also a puzzle game. Which is fun. Let's kind of creep our way over here. Got him. Ready for it? Yeah! Got it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, why will you not let me go through here? I need the ladle. I need it. I need that. I need it. I need it. Okay. And it doesn't... It used to, in the previous game, it let you kind of, like, look around. Like, you could use the mouse to, like, push at the edges of the screen, and it would let you kind of, like, look. But this one is much more fixed. Enjoy, kitty. I watched Adventure Time. The Doppelganger Existential Crisis is the character arc of Fern the Human. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking of the Doctor Who episode with the living plastic when I was thinking of that thing. Is there something? Do I need something? Oh. I was just trying to pick it up, but now I'm wearing a little head. Okay. That's kind of baller, actually. That's pretty cool. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. They're gonna push me if I get too close. Where? Okay. They're so mean. Fascinating. Okay, don't push me, please. Oh, it crushed my head. Uh-oh. I guess I gotta stop crouching pretty quick. Okay, cool. I kind of feel like it would be suspicious if I ran, which is why I was doing that so slowly. Okay, they're throwing stuff. Okay, bye. Don't touch me. Thank you. Some of them are crouched and, like, not enjoying themselves, which is interesting. Why are you jumping up and down like a weirdo, bro? Can I wait? Yeah. This reminds me of my time in elementary school. Oh no. Okay, this is terrifying. What are they doing to that one? Okay. Interesting. This is very creepy. Okay, he's ready to push me. Okay. Oh, no, now I can't see. What am I supposed to do over here? That looks like something I could grab. Maybe I was supposed to go through one of these doors, though. I don't think I can run, actually. Did I mention I got called ma'am by someone at the store, and then got called sir a few short moments later? I had not heard that, but I am not terribly surprised. Okay, I can't jump, because this thing would break, I assume. So I have to just crawl on something that I can crawl on. Do I need to kick this ball around? Nope. Is it a potato? What is this? It's like a potato. It's a very heavy potato. It's a very dense potato. Wearing my sweater right now at the moment. Up here it's basically winter already. I recently was wearing, I actually have a pair of arm warmers that are just really baggy on me because they were made by someone who had bigger arms than me. And I put them on my legs, my lower legs, as leg warmers, like 80s style, like scrunchy leg warmers, and it was very toasty warm. And I was telling my partner that I lament that I did not buy any rabbit skins at the Renaissance Festival this year, because I would absolutely already be strapping them to my legs. Okay, this guy... What are you doing there? Okay, that guy is pushing. What am I supposed to do, bro? If anybody has any ideas, feel free to pitch them to me, because I haven't seen where I'm supposed to go yet. Those kids need to shut up, yeah. Okay, I can't... Yeah, like, just reestablish I can't jump. I'm just holding the thing on. What? Okay. What is your deal? I guess she can't see me. Can't run. I can crouch. Okay, do I need to crouch to get inside something? Good stuff. Thank you. Oh, yes. Okay, I see the little... There's a little opening for me to crouch into. Got it. Oh, now the thing broke. Cool. Clearly these children are left-handed and need to have the left-handed demons exorcised from their bodies. I can't argue with you on that one. Okay, do I need to jump and press the button? Do I need to... How do I... Oh, there's a stool. Oh, it's a jar. Oh, am I supposed to throw it? You want me to throw it? Nope. That was not what I was supposed to do. Whoops. Okay, well, am I fucked now? Oh, wait. I can climb up here. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I love this part of the game. I love when you get to, like, start crawling around on stuff. It's gonna tip. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's a brain in a jar. That's cool. Okay, where do I go now? Oh, I'm supposed to jump? Ooh, okay. Now swing. Oh, this is so fun. I love this part of the game. It's like gonna get scary again soon. I can feel it. Okay, hello, brain. I would like to pick you up, please. And place you gently down over here. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. And then... Nope. Oh, I goofed. Oh, where am I? I just landed on a weird corner that I did not expect to land on. But okay. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar! True. Nope. I goofed that. Okay, well, I did not make that jump. Oh, I should change, hold on, give me one quick second. There we go. Now you know what game we're playing. Little Nightmares 2. This game looks fun. I love the vibe. Yeah, it's really creepy. But it's a fun little romp. Okay, if I take this over here and then I jump on it, will that work? No. Okay, whatever. It's like watching my childhood. Oh no, that's not good. But oddly comforting, you know? Okay, trying to make this happen faster. 'Cause I already know what to do. We did it. Try not to break every single jar that I come across. Because I just try my best not to make a lot of noise. Okay, good. Thanks. Okay. What did that do? What did that do? Did it do anything? Why? Oh, nope, I can't jump on it. It'll break. Whoops. Well, okay, but what was up there? I gotta go all the fucking way back up there. Be like, why did this... Was I supposed to stop off somewhere else on the way down or something? Like, what? I'm trying to see. This part of my screen is always so dark. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, I need the jar with the brain in it, because the jar with the brain in it isn't gonna break as easily. Can I chuck this and it won't break? Nope, it definitely broke, but I have the brain now. Which I can throw. Okay, good. Now it's making me pick up a brain. I bet it smells amazing. Cool. Oh no. It's her. I immediately start whispering. She can't hear me. Oh my god, why? What does she have? Oh, they're frogs. Okay, she's got frogs. Is this supposed to be a puzzle game? Yeah, it's like a puzzle horror game, a little bit. I'm guessing we'll play... I mean, I don't know, we'll play it for a little while longer. Still, you know, it's good to hang out, let people chill. Give the likes, give the donos, if you feel so inclined. Oh my god, please. Okay, so she's gonna go on some kind of cycle. Oh my god. Where she's gonna cross the kitchen back and forth, or... Did she hear me? Where is she? Oh my god. Okay, she left. She's gone. I knew that it was about to get spooky again. Can I slip through? Shh. Be quiet, chat. Shh. Okay. I want to see if she'll move. Later, Mama. Appreciate you. Are you supposed to escape from the house? I have no idea. I do not know where it's gonna take me. We started out in the woods, and then we ran into this house. Or, we started off in the woods, and then we ran into a decrepit old city, and then we got to be, in this orphanage. This is like an orphanage of some kind. Yeah, so this is like the third time we've played it on stream. Okay, she's just gonna chill over there, I guess. Okay, so I can crawl up on the countertop via those rungs of the drawers. Okay, I can't really go anywhere under here. Okay, well, like I said, a good thing about horror games is, like, the fact that they make you do the thing that you don't want to do. And the thing I don't want to do is climb onto there where she could see me. So, that's what we're gonna do. those real organs? Okay, please don't look at me. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, where are you going? You want to do some stuff? I'm just gonna try to quickly come over here. Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. Here? Okay. Oh my god, I have to make a little jump. Make a little jumpy jump. Oh no. 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 Yeah, she's building her own. She's in just 7 days, I'm gonna make you a man. That's what she's doing right now. Lord have mercy. Can I do this jump while I'm crouched is the question. Oh my god, please don't look at me. Oh no, she can see me. How did she see me? Okay, well, that was my bad. Okay, I might try to get through this scene and then... that might be it for me. I just don't want to start my next playthrough in this area. I kind of want to just get away from her. And then... maybe pause for now. She's so creepy. The humanoids in this are always just so delightfully eerie, creepy. Creepazoid. Creep. Please. Oh my god, don't see me. Please do not perceive me in any way. Nope, that was... oh, okay, well, okay. Guess that is what I was supposed to do. Is that an open door? Not really. Oh, I was supposed to get up there. I think I was supposed to jump up there. Oh, there she is. Okay, well. Did she not reach me? She heard me, but she couldn't see me. Later, kitty. Okay, how do I get back up? I have to go all the way back over here. Okay, well, I don't want to do this anymore right now, so I'm just gonna pause for now. We stremmed for longer than we normally strem, so I'll take it. But I'm definitely ready to get myself some lunch, and I hope that you all are prepared to move on with your day and enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Are you playing as a child? Yeah, we're playing as a little tiny child. It's the sequel. In the first game, you also played as a little tiny child, but and then also in this game, we had a little tiny child buddy, and they got kidnapped by those other weird doll children. So true, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I haven't watched Rocky Horror Picture Show in such a long time, but I need to revisit it. So yeah, everybody have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you Wednesday. Wednesday, not Tuesday, okay?